the Public Works and Engineering Services Committee for August 26th. Haven't already given the invocation and pledge. We have a full quorum this morning, and gentlemen, have you had the chance to review the minutes from the July 22nd meeting?
Have moved to accept. Second.
So moved, thank you. Do we have any changes to the agenda today?
Ready for your approval, Madam Chair.
We will move forward with the agenda as is. Seeing that we have no presentation or consent agenda items, we will move directly into the debate agenda and begin with Mr. Gordon this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The first item I have is the Georgia EPD is enforcing a standard for us to add particle counters to every filter at our water treatment plants. Used to have particle counters years ago, but they didn't work well, so they backed off on the requirements. Well, I guess with improvements in technology, they're enforcing this requirement again. So they've allowed us to wait to this current budget year to purchase these. And so we're requesting to purchase particle counters for all our filters. It's $145,806 for the cost of these, and it'll be is a budgeted item, be funded out of our general operating fund. Staff recommends approval.
How long will it take to install them?
I am not sure. John, do you know? Within 2 months? We're installing that ourselves? Yeah.
Consent.
So moved. Next.
The next item is a change order at Sugar Creek Booster Station. This is two separate items. One is the septic system at the fire station. We disturbed their drain field, and we've repaired their drain field, but the tank there was only designed for 4 people, and they currently have 11 people, and there's an elevation issue from the current tank, so we need to put a new tank in that serves the number of people and the total, and gets our elevation right for the drain field. And so that cost us $23,696 to make that change. The other item is at Louisville Road and Sugar Creek Interchange. When the design went through, there was a stub out for the 16-inch water line that didn't get installed, and there's conflicts with the gas line. So we're having to put some fittings in and add another 80 feet of water main to tie in at Lewiston Road. And so the total cost for that is $24,121.92. The total cost of both items is $47,817.92 and be funded out of our extension and renewal project. Staff recommends approval.
Move to consent.
So moved. The last one.
The last item, and this will be our second year with this software, but we have network monitoring software that comes after our firewall. So if any intrusions get past the firewall, it'll notify us of any anomalies just for security purposes on our SCADA network. Last year's cost was $35,200. They've increased the price by roughly $2,400. This year is $37,647. And we did budget for this item. Staff recommends approval.
Move to consent.
Second.
So moved. Could you provide us with a brief summary of the Water Response Team initiative that was rolled out yesterday?
Yes, there's many departments in the water utility that we're kind of collaborating together. So we're having weekly meetings to discuss any water quality issues, whether it's the dirty water complaints or TTH pressure issues in the system. So we're looking at all of those different complaints on a weekly basis, documenting, coming up with solutions to, I guess, develop paths forward to resolving any issues we may have.
And
If I could take it, I'm sorry.
Yes, that would be great.
If I could just take it just a step further, I appreciate Mr. Gordon and his team stepping up to do this. You know, water quality, while it's always been safe in Columbia County, and they do a really good job of treating the water, sometimes there are things that cause our water to be discolored. Sometimes we have pressure issues. There are just other things. And while they've responded to it very well in the past, I think that now us putting more of a focus on it is going to be beneficial for our customers. So this dedicated line, this dedicated team that's together now, we have a written SOP as to how we're going to respond to this. So it's really just kind of taking it to the next level. He mentioned the monthly, weekly meetings. Now county management's going to be apprised of those. We're going to see the exact number. We're going to see the areas. It's going to allow us to direct funds that are necessary into areas that may need more attention than others. We do have an aging system in place. They do a good job of cleaning those lines. We've just allocated over $1 million recently to clean lines to help with some of the discoloration. But having this dedicated task force, this number that we can call, hopefully will help instill that consumer confidence. You know, the water's safe. We've said that all along, but, you know, anytime there's an issue that is not appealing, that is below our standards. So we're going to do the best we can to make sure that we make every customer happy. So make sure you check our website. You can call 311, call the water utility, call this dedicated number, and we'll get somebody out. Any water quality issues, we want to make sure we tackle those quickly.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gordon.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Titus.
Good morning. The first item we have for your consideration is Resolution 2518 and 2526 to amend streetlight districts in Columbia Heights and Oak Lake, Section 1A. Staff received requests from residents in these neighborhoods to install additional street lighting. We reached out to Georgia Power, had them study. They agreed it warranted. Staff requested proposals, which are provided to install the additional street lights and the annual utility cost. It would be paid for out of the streetlight fund. Staff recommends approval.
Move to consent.
Second.
So moved.
This next item is a lighting services agreement with Georgia Power to provide safety lighting at the intersections of Columbia Road, Minnow Lane, and Hereford Farm Road at Lawrence Drive. Each of these intersections, staff received requests to evaluate safety lighting at these intersections. Staff studied them. They warranted per our safety lighting policy. Staff requested a proposal from Georgia Power, which are shown for upfront pole cost, installation, and annual utility cost. This would be funded out of the Insurance Premium Tax Fund. Staff recommends approval.
Consent.
So moved. Next.
These next three items are all regarding the monument gateway signs on I-20, one at Bel Air Road interchange and one at Appling Harlem Road interchange with I-20. This first item is a lighting services agreement with Georgia Power for the gateway signage and landscaping project. The uplighting, staff requested a proposal from Georgia Power for design and cost to light these signs on the interstate. Staff provided a design for uplighting and the upfront cost, $79,825 to be paid out of TAVT, and annual utility cost of $1,556.16 to be paid out of IPTF. Once approved, Georgia Power will work with the contractor. We will connect them so that they can work their design and installation with the construction of the project, which is an item forthcoming. Staff recommends approval of this lighting services agreement.
Move to consent.
Second.
So moved.
This next item is a right-of-way mowing and maintenance agreement with GDOT for the Gateway Signage and Landscaping Project. This is an agreement with GDOT that requires the county to maintain the mowing and maintenance of these intersection quadrants that we're going to install these signs. Standard agreements, this one's for 50 years. Staff recommends approval of the agreement.
So moved.
This item is a bid and contract with United Signs LLC for the gateway signage and landscaping. Board of Commissioners contracted with Benish for site design back in 2022 to the landscaping and permitting of these signs on I-20 right-of-way. We received GDOT's approval of the landscaping design and the permits for this earlier this year. We've since advertised for bids and received those. United Signs LLC was the lowest, most responsible bidder in the amount of $275,872.32. This came in below budget, so we were satisfied with that. It would be funded out of TABT, and the contractor will have 120 calendar days to complete the work from notice to proceed. Staff recommends approval.
Move to consent.
So moved. Next.
This next item is for the bid and contract with Reeves Construction for the LRA 2025 resurfacing of various county roads. This is for Newmantown Road, Nature's Way, Mistletoe Road, Winfield Hills, Smith Crawford Road, Arlington Way, and Marks Road. The last three roads, Smith Crawford Road, Arlington Way, and Marks Road, were all ad alternates that we added in case the bids came in under budget. Bids did come in under budget, and with these roads included, we're still under the LRA funds. So we were satisfied to see that. This will be funded out of the LRA 2025 grant, and the contractor will have 120 calendar days to complete the work. Proceed. Staff recommends approval.
Move to consent.
So moved. Next.
This next item is a bid and contract with Summit Construction and Development for the Chastain Place Turn Lane Project. Staff received multiple calls from residents in this area that both drive this corridor and live in Chastain Place concerning congestion as well as safety. We've had over 13 accidents in the last 7 years. Staff decided to engage a consultant. The board approved a contract with an engineering firm to design a left turn lane widening at this location. That design's been completed. We've received all the necessary permits. We've advertised, and the lowest, most responsive bidder was Summit Construction and Development. This will be funded out of TIA discretionary. The contractor will have 160 days from the issuance of notice to proceed to complete the work. Staff recommends approval.
Move to consent.
So moved. Next.
This next item is a contract with Clean and Green Environmental Property Solutions Group for property abatement, demolition, and removal services on the Hereford Farm Road widening project. This is concerning the four listed parcels, 161, 169, 170, and 172, all required relocation. This is for the abatement and demolition of those properties. Staff issued a request for proposals and received 4 responses, with Clean and Green Environmental being the lowest, most responsive. Total contract amount is $80,050 to be funded out of House Bill 170. They will have 6 weeks to complete the work from the issuance of notice to proceed. Staff recommends approval.
Consent.
So moved.
This next item is a contract with Thompson Building Wrecking Company for property abatement, demolition, and removal services at various locations. The locations are 485 Wilkins Road, 816 Morris Road, and the building behind the fire station at 704 Furious Ferry Road. The Morris Road and Furious Ferry Road properties are owned by the county with structural damage due to Hurricane Helene. And the Wilkins Road property is a property adjacent to, is also owned by Columbia County, and it's adjacent to the property that's designated for the Gateway Sports Complex. So staff issued 3 separate RFPs for demolition at these 3 locations. Thompson Building and Wrecking came in the lowest, most responsive on all 3. Wilkins demolition, if approved, will be funded out of the SPLOST 17 to 22 line code, whereas the Morris Road and Furious Ferry demolitions will be funded out of the TABT property damage line code. Contractor will have 6 weeks to complete the demolitions from receiving notice to proceed.
Move to consent.
So moved. Next.
This next item is a contract with the Sharon Company for guardrail replacement services at the 10 listed locations. The total amount is $32,900. These are locations where guardrail was damaged due to Hurricane Helene. Staff requested quotes from 3 companies, and the Sharon Company was the lowest, most responsive. This will be funded out of IPTF with intent to seek reimbursement. The contractor would complete the repairs within 4 weeks from the issuance of notice. Staff recommends approval.
These are all from the hurricane.
Sir.
Somebody has an accident and takes one out, and they're at fault in the accident, do we go through their insurance to get?
Yes, sir. That's recently happened on River Watch Parkway.
Move to consent.
So moved. Passed.
This last item is a contract with Goodwin Mills Kaywood for engineering services for the Reed Creek Boardwalk replacement. Extensive damage from Hurricane Helene destroyed this boardwalk system. The county engaged GMC as a consultant to look at evaluating different alternatives for replacement. We looked at replacing in kind. We looked at longer, more sustainable solutions. We also considered maintenance, long-term maintenance of each system. We've decided on a precast boardwalk system. We'd like to hire GMC to do the survey, permitting, coordination with the precast concrete boardwalk system vendor. GMC proposed completing the design within 5 months from receiving notice to proceed. Total contract amount is $55,500. Would be funded out of TAVT for property damage. Staff recommends approval.
So moved. Thank you. Do you have any legal matters this morning? Staff reports. Back to you, Mr. Gordon.
Yes, ma'am. I've included the year-to-date budget report and the water and sewer construction projects report for your review. If you have any questions, I'm prepared to answer those.
Titus?
Yes, you have the roadway projects report and the roadway resurfacing report for your review. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
On track to finish Gray Road next year?
We're hopeful. Yes, sir.
That's not, hopeful is what I'm not looking for.
We are currently on track to finish on schedule, weather permitting.
We had a meeting yesterday, and they informed us they were sending 10 crews to, we better buckle our chin straps. They were coming hard, so it happens.
Questions? Thank you. Any commissioner comments or public comments? We have one executive session item. How would you like to proceed with that?
Make a motion, we move it to the full board.
So moved. Thank you. We will adjourn at